Hello all, again welcome to the very interesting series. So now today's video, this is our first video where we are supposed to understand about the introduction of generative AI. Okay, so now let me initiate the roadmap that how we are going to follow it and how we are supposed to learn it. So these are the topics that we are surely going to cover by the end of this video. We will see what is the overview of AI, the branches of AI, what is generative AI, where it fits. What is generative AI models? Introduction to OLAM and MCP, Google A2A, RAG chatbots, and building a AI systems. So these are the topics that we are supposed to cover it by today. This is just an introductory video, so I will not go in detail. But in the upcoming video, I will go in detail in each of these topic one by one. So this is the overview of AI. This is the branches of AI. So this is like the machine learning. Inside this machine learning, there are some model exist which is supervised and unsupervised. In deep learning also there are some model exist. Then inside this deep learning there is another set of branches which is deals with the image and text based data, and within this the generative AI lie. Now let me tell you that for whom this generative AI is for. You Do you need to know about machine learning? No. Do you need to know about deep learning? No. Do you need to know about computer vision and NLP? No. Because generative AI is completely different domain. It may need some keywords from all these things, but the way I will teach will surely going to keep in mind that you all are very beginner, so you don't know about all these things, and you are initiating your steps into AI by understanding the generative AI at the very first step. So I will follow the entire process from the very beginning, so that I am assuming that you don't know anything about these things. Just for a pictorial representation, I have shown these things to you so that you could able to get it that where this generative AI exists. Now, what is generative AI? So, generative AI is where the name itself suggests that you want to generate something. Now, what does that mean? It means that you can generate a new content. What is this content? Content can be anything. It could be text, it could be image, it could be video, it could be audio, it could be anything. And how it is different from the traditional AI? Because in traditional AI, people were just doing conventionally the classification and prediction thing, where they have the data, they are training some model, and based on that they would able to classify that whether it is a class A category or class B category. But in generative AI there is nothing in that set of thing. So you can see that there is one boy, the boy name is Rohan, and he wants to create something. So he heard about this generative AI, and after learning the generative AI, he wants to run its own cloud kitchen, which helps him to generate new menu, new image of the food items present in the menu, and the other things as well. So by learning the generative AI, he could able to do these things because he can able to generate all these things very artistically. Now, yeah, so these were the topics, and let me show you about these things. So, in generative AI, you can generate text, you can generate image, you can generate audio, and you can generate multimodal. What is multimodal? It means that you can generate video as well as text as well as audio. It contains everything. So, now if it's sounding very interesting, now let's deep dive into it. That generative AI is a creative superstar at the top. Why I'm saying these things? Again, let's visit the pyramid one by one. So in the AI, we have understood about in the previous set of lectures as well that machine learning and deep learning. These were some algorithms which exist in the machine learning and deep learning, where some algorithms are supervised learning and some algorithms are unsupervised learning. These were the some set of algorithms where the entire machine learning covers, which contain these linear, logistic, decision, random forest, and all these algorithms helps you to train your model on data, and then you would able to get the predictions of classification, or let's say you want to predict something. Then in the machine learning itself, there is a sub branch which is called deep learning. So in deep learning there are two things. First is convolution neural network, and the other things NLP. CNN deals with the image, NLP deals with the text data set. And again there are some set of algorithms which is only suitable for these things. So these are the list of algorithms. If you not heard about it before, don't worry about it, because we are not going to capture these things. Our main focus will be on generative AI. Just for the showcasing, I represented these things to you. So these were some list of models which generally used in machine learning and deep learning. And these are some libraries, some very popular libraries like Pandas, Scikit-learn, TensorFlow, which helps you in order to train your machine learning model. Similarly, for unsupervised learning, these are some algorithms, these are some libraries where you train these models on unsupervised data to get the outcome. So these were the algorithm which is given for the machine learning and deep learning. Now when it comes to generative AI, we are supposed to learn these algorithms. So these are transformer based model, and these were the models that we are supposed to learn. LLMs, VLMs, SLMs. What does these means? LLMs means large language model, VLMs means vision language model, and SLMs means small language model. The large language model is mostly able to generate text. The vision language model deals with text and image, and small language model is comparatively smaller than the large language and vision language model. So these are the models which trained on very big data set. Let's say the data set size is more than 12 billion. It contains image and text, so that it can generate new content like text, image, audio, video. So these are all transform based model, and these were the model that we are supposed to get it in generative AI. So now can you understand the difference between machine learning, deep learning, and generative AI? So these were the algorithms which is dedicated to machine learning and deep learning, and these were the models which dedicated to generative AI, and these were the models which dedicated to machine learning and deep learning. Now moving forward, where does this all this model I can find it out? You can find out all this model on Hugging Face. What is Hugging Face? Hugging Face is like a GitHub for AI model. So again, coming to our protagonist, so this is the Rohan, and he wants to learn generative AI. He get to know about the generative AI model like LLMs, VLMs, SLMs. Now he wants to know that where these all this model exists. All this model exists in Hugging Face. What is Hugging Face? It is a storage system where all these models is present. And you can see that some of the very popular model is GPT, Llama, Blooms, Stable Diffusion, Cloud, Gemini. These are the very popular model which is widely used in order to generate text, image, and audio. Now he can able to download model all these model free, because all this model is freely available in the Hugging Face. Now, moving to next part. So now our Rohan have understood about all these things. Now he is very curious to make the generative AI application. For that, he need to know about Python, and he need to know about the another thing which is called LangChain. What is LangChain? So LangChain is just another framework, just like we see in machine learning we have a TensorFlow, PyTorch. Similarly, in generative AI there is a LangChain. So these are the frameworks which helps you to connect your Python language with your AI model, so that you can able to generate something. And Rohan wants to build a smart tiffin assistant, because Rohan was very interested to create some apps for his cloud kitchen, so that he would able to make all these things. So don't worry about these things. If you are watching it very first time, just understand the context that with the help of LangChain, this is the LangChain. So with the help of LangChain and Python language, Rohan can able to construct the entire AI agents very easily, which can able to do so many tasks for him. We will see one by one later. Then there is other thing which is called Olama and MCP. What is Olama? Olama helps you to run the generative AI models like LLMs, VLMs, SLMs, all these things locally into your system. What is MCP? MCP is the Model Context Protocol, which helps your generative AI model to connect with different sources. When I say different sources, it can be external API, it can be other tool, all these things you would able to get it. Just understand that we are supposed to learn Olama and MCP as well, so that we can run the generative AI application completely into our system locally. Now, after that, after learning all these things, Rohan can able to build a smart helper that can able to plan, use so many tools and able to take action, so that he is just 22-year-old living in a Bangalore running a home cloud kitchen, and he is using AI to build, checking ingredients, writing menu, replying to customers, all these things by learning the LangChain and the generative AI model. After these things, then we are supposed to learn about the very new platform, and these things are very trending nowadays, which is Google A2A protocol. What is A2A? A means agent, so agent to agent protocol. So we will see about all these things in the later part of the video, but I would like to show you all these things in the very beginning so that you know the keywords. So what is this Google A2A will do? It will helps to create a multiple autonomous AI systems which can communicate by themselves, so that Rohan can just able to see and watch these things working. After that thing, Rohan can able to make a effective chatbots using another algorithms or architecture which is called RAG. So RAG is like a retrieval augmented generation, where he can build a smart chatbot for his customers, so that he can able to chat with the customers, or even customer can able to chat with the domain knowledge which was there, that you are feeding it into the AI. So RAG helps us to build a chatbot system very effectively. Now Rohan uses the RAG system as well in order to build the effective chatbot for its customer. Now there is another thing which is called fine tuning. So fine tuning, it means that you have a base LLM model. What is LLM? LLM is generative AI model. So it could be LLM, BLM, or SLM, anything. So you pick up your base LLM model, and you have your base knowledge base. What is your knowledge base? Simply your data. You want to train your LLM model so that your LLM can able to train on your own style. That is called fine tuning. Fine tuning means what? Teaching your AI model with your own knowledge, with your own data, so that it can able to respond according to your way. So after learning these things, so from beginner to building, Rohan would able to construct a very real generative AI application, and he can build a very smart as AI assistant, so that he can run everything from manual to automation. So these are the very smart overview of what we are supposed to learn in this entire AI generative AI series. We have covered about overview of AI, branches of AI, what is generative AI, where it fits, what is generative AI model, introduction to OLAMA and MCP, Google A2A, which is agent to agent, RAG chatbots, and building a smart AI assistant system. So we are supposed to learn each and everything. And let me give you a very brief about the foundational generative AI beginning course. So these are the syllabus that I am planning to cover in the upcoming week. Introduction to generative AI application, then introduction to large language model frameworks like LangChain, MCP, Olama, building a AI agent with Google ADK, agent to agent communication, RAG, training and fine tuning, and just a recap. So we are supposed to learn each and everything one by one in detail. So thank you for connecting, and now let's meet into the another lecture. Thank you.